ensure equal pay for women. The middle class will continue to disappear unless we level the playing field. With your help as president, we will.
Metro's big President's Day sales event has been extended. Drive away in a new Ford, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, Ram, Honda, Kia, Alfa Romeo, Fiat, BMW, or Toyota with payments as low as $99 a month. Plus, get a 3-day money-back guarantee. No charge loaner cars and free car washes for life. Now until the end of the month, get payments as low as $99 a month. A 3-day money-back guarantee. No charge loaner cars and free car washes for life at any location in Rhode Island and Massachusetts.
I'm Mike Greco. I'll save you thousands. I guarantee it.
NBC 10 News begins right now with breaking news.
And we continue to follow that breaking news out of Newport tonight, where a home on Bellevue Avenue has gone up in flames. Viewers have been sending in video and photographs to us.
We're told the fire is in the 400 block of Bellevue Avenue. It's known as the Stoner House. This mansion is going up in flames. This is on the opposite side from the ocean. NBC 10's Brian Crandall is live from near the scene right now. Brian?
Well, Patrice and Jean, it's smoky here on Bellevue Avenue where we are. I want to take a look down the street. You can see behind these folks here that there are fire trucks working down in front of the property, again, that we've known is Stoner Lodge. For a reference, I'm standing right outside Chateau-sur-Mer. So this is kind of diagonally down Bellevue Avenue from that. I want to show you some of the videos that our viewers sent in because I was just down there a minute ago and it looks like the bulk of the fire is actually knocked down. It's just smoky from what you can see from Bellevue Avenue. But some incredible flames here within the last hour on Bellevue Avenue as this house went up. Our understanding is that there was some work being done on the house. This is a property that's been around since before 1900 from what we understand. Again, the Stoner Lodge, we understand that it's a private estate. There are a lot of the mansions around here and college property as well, but our understanding is this is a private estate. Our understanding from the fire department is that there have not been any reported injuries at this time. Again, the heavy flames here coming in about an hour ago. We're not sure what started the fire. At this point, haven't had a chance to talk to firefighters. They're busy working the scene. The Stoner Lodge, from tax records, is more than 9,000 square feet, 9 bedrooms, 11 baths. It was well known for being the home to Noreen and John Drexel for decades here. There's a story that Jackie Kennedy, just before her wedding, went to the house to escape all the commotion before she married John F. Kennedy. Again, this house up in flames. Our understanding is it was sold a few years ago to an LLC out of New York. So we're not sure if anybody was at the home at the time of the fire. Again, firefighters working the scene here. We'll show you a picture from before the fire that we found as well. A look at this estate, again, more than 9,000 square feet. Stoner Lodge, again, believed to be a private residence here on Bellevue Avenue in Newport. Of course, many of you who've been to Newport know that obviously most of the houses around here are very large. So we'll be working the scene for some time all night and find out more from firefighters, how they're doing. But again, from just being down there a few minutes ago, it looks like the bulk of the flames are now out, but heavy flames earlier on, some smoke now, and firefighters trying to make their way in there. So we'll keep you updated throughout the night. I'm Brian Crandall, NBC 10 News, live in Newport.
All right, Brian, thanks. New details now out of Pawtucket, where police are investigating a suspicious death. Turns out there might be video of the victim being assaulted last night.
This morning, workers at an auto service company found him dead inside his car. NBC 10's Sierra Putman has more now.
Well, that's right. Workers at Woodlawn Auto Service tell me this man was homeless, but he recently just spent $3,000 to buy this car that he was found dead inside.
Nice little car, and he was proud of it. He was happy. He says, I got my car now. He says, now I'm going to get a home. Well, that never happened.
Never happened because the man was found dead by employees at Woodlawn Auto Service Thursday morning, just 4 days after buying his new Volkswagen Bug.
He comes over, he uses the restroom and that. Quiet guy, nice guy.
Pawtucket police seen canvassing the scene Thursday morning. They won't release his name until next of kin are contacted, but workers at the auto shop say he's Cape Verdean and possibly in his 50s. He was homeless and sometimes slept in the car. The Volkswagen was parked here where these green markings are. It was dark, but the owner of Woodlawn Auto says his surveillance cameras caught somebody beating up the new car owner.
I only saw a little bit of it, and then the police took the video.
Did it look like somebody shot him or stabbed him?
Like a couple of guys punching and kicking him, Dave.
One guy kept stepping on him, kicking him, and probably trying to rob him for money or something. Kept following him around, and finally, I guess he went back in his car.
Are you looking for any persons of interest? Because we heard that he might have been assaulted the night before.
We're not looking for any persons of interest at this time. We're reviewing all the evidence.
Pawtucket police say they're waiting for an official cause of death, a sad ending for a man the auto shop workers say was trying to build a better future.
I could tell right away that he was looking for the future, not what was behind him.
What kind of car? Workers described the man as kind and a gentleman. So even though he fell on hard times, they say that did not harden the way he treated them. Reporting live in Pawtucket, Sierra Putman, NBC 10 News.
And now only on 10 state police tell NBC 10 they are investigating after a couple of bomb threats were called in to the training school. One threatening robocall was received last week, another last night. State police tell us they're looking into whether the calls are connected to a Newport teen. That 16-year-old was arrested for allegedly making robo-bomb threats to other area schools. That student is being held right now at the training school.
All right, this is in 2016 news now. We're digging deeper into a new presidential primary poll.
Brown University's Taubman Center for American Politics and Policy conducted a survey. They talked to 600 random Rhode Island voters. On the Republican side, Trump holds a sizable lead, 43% of likely Rhode Island voters. His closest competitor, Marco Rubio, received 25%. As for the Democrats, Hillary Clinton is on top with 49% of likely voters. That puts her 9 points ahead of Bernie Sanders at 40%. But as political reporter Bill Rapley shows us, Clinton wasn't always in the lead in Rhode Island.
Clinton's on top now, but after Sanders' big win in New Hampshire on February 9th, he was leading.
48% Sanders, 41% Clinton. Surprised us. Clinton won by 20 points back in 2008.
Brown went out and sampled likely voters in Rhode Island again after Clinton's win in Nevada.
Clinton is now up 9 points. So 40% Sanders, 49% Clinton.
Peeling back the questions in the poll, Marone found specific groups that came into the Clinton camp.
The biggest switchers, African Americans. 24% rise among African Americans in Rhode Island. She now completely dominates that category. We also, interestingly, got a big shift with men. So the Clinton numbers with men rose 12%.
And he thinks there's more at play here than just media attention that has come to Clinton.
The Supreme Court debacle, where the Republicans said, we are not even going to consider any Supreme Court appointee that Obama puts forward. I think in a good blue state like Rhode Island, people suddenly think, wait, we're shooting with real bullets here.
Of course, all this discussion may just be conversation, because by the time Rhode Islanders actually vote in the primary, April 26th, the races could be decided. I'm Bill Rapley, NBC 10 News in Providence.
All right, Decision 2016 political coverage continues on turnto10.com. That's where you can find out everything you need to know to make an informed decision. Just click on elections.
And now to an NBC 10 I-Team exclusive investigation. This is for anyone who has a cell phone or a landline. You're already paying a fee and you may not even know about it.
It's an extra charge that was intended to cover 911 services in Rhode Island. But the I-Team learns that that's not where most of the money goes. Katie Davis is live in the studio now following the money. Katie?
Well, Gene, it's right here in black and white on your phone bill. It's called the E911 fee, $1 per month for every landline and $1.26 for every cell phone you have. But despite that name, we learned most of that money never makes it to 911.
The NBC 10 I-Team learned Rhode Island is one of just 3 states that doesn't restrict 911 fees to 911 or even to public safety.
But you're being charged to use 911. Why wouldn't it go towards that?
The money hasn't gone to 911 since the year 2000. That's when state law was changed to redirect the 911 fees you pay.
It doesn't look like much, but it probably adds up.
It does. Last year, Rhode Island took in more than $17 million in 911 fees, but the state's E911 center received just over $5 million, and local police and fire departments who respond to emergencies got $0.
So where does the money that you pay actually end up? I'll show you what we found out and the new effort to change all of this from inside the State House. That's coming up tonight at 11. For now, live in the studio, Katie Davis, NBC 10 News.
Katie, thanks. If you have a tip for the I-Team, call it in, 401-455-9123, or send an email, iteam@wjar.com.
Coverage You Trust continues next at 6. Hands off. A renewed push to ban drivers from using handheld phones. Why it hasn't passed before. Next.
Plus, registry roadblock. Teenagers looking to get their full licenses could be at risk of driving on an expired one. We're sorting that out.
And a little rain shower across the area for some of us right now. The wind's slowly settling down. We're tracking cooler temperatures for tonight, and at least for the start of the weekend. Got that for you coming up in just a few minutes.
Closed captioning on NBC 10 is brought to you by Cardi's Furniture and Mattresses. Nairobi presents Made in the USA sofas, love seats, and recliners from Lazy Boy.
For cool, weightless sleep, experience the new Elevate collection, exclusively at Cardi's. Produced from biodegradable and renewable resources, lift foam from Elevate is hypoallergenic and dust mite resistant.
Elevate, only at Cardi's Furniture.
The Rhode Island RV and Camping Show and Sale is here. Discover the best way to hit the road March 4th through 6th. Get everything you need for your outdoor adventures. Shop special show pricing on a full lineup of RVs. Find a variety of floor plans to meet every budget and camping style from the nation's top manufacturers. Plus, join us for educational seminars. Now's the time to buy, and it's only at the Rhode Island Convention Center. For more information, visit RIRVshow.com.
I do everything on the internet, but it's kind of slow. My friend said I should get Fios because it's the fastest. I just downloaded 600 photos in 60 seconds. That's seriously better.
We're at 2%.
I wonder what else could be better around here.
I heard that.
Switching to better internet is now easier than ever. Only Fios has the fastest internet available, with uploads up to 5 times faster than cable. Get 100 meg upload and download speeds, plus TV and phone for just $69.99 a month online with no annual contract. Switch to better. Switch to Fios.
It's President's Day at Bald Hill Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. Hi, guys.
We're getting your February off on the right foot with our Can Do event.
Need a lease that can't be beat? Can do.
A 2016 Ram 4x4 Crew Cab Express for $249 a month? Can do. The 2016 Jeep Cherokee Latitude for just $179 a month? You guessed it.
So come to Bald Hill during Ram Truck Month.
Bald Hill Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram.
If you like your bed extra cool, a Tempur-Pedic from Cardi's is for you.
Now, even better, with removable and washable covers.
Right now, enjoy Tempur-Pedic with up to 5 years interest-free financing.
Cardi's Furniture.
A Rhode Island Senate committee is set to vote on the bill that would ban drivers from using handheld cell phones.
It's a bill that one senator has been trying to push through for a decade. Adam Bagney spoke with her today, and he's live in the newsroom with details. Adam?
Yeah, and Gina and Patrice, the interesting thing about this bill is that no one seems to oppose it, yet year after year, it just never gets passed. State Senator Susan Sosnowski has been trying to ban the use of handheld devices by drivers since 2006, but the South Kingstown Democrat says she can't explain why her bill hasn't gone through despite little opposition. State police told us today not only are they in favor of this legislation as a practical matter, but they say it'll also help enforce the current law which bans texting.
I really don't know. I don't have the answer why it hasn't passed. There hasn't been in committee, there hasn't been an outcry of opposition. State police have been in favor of it. DOT's been in favor of it.
The current law allows you to hold the phone, dial a 10-digit phone number. It takes just as long to dial a 10-digit phone number as it would to send a text.
And Sosnowski hopes the bill reaches the Senate floor next week. The Massachusetts Senate voted just last month in favor of a similar bill. 15 states already have laws banning handhelds while driving. In the newsroom, I'm Adam Bagney, NBC 10 News.
Adam, thank you. Coverage You Trust continues next at 6. Driver delay. Teens looking to get their full licenses could run into a roadblock if they visit the DMV too soon. We're digging deeper into what's going on.
It's the President's Day sales event at Kia, and we're celebrating with great deals, like $179 a month on the versatile Kia Sportage LX. So hurry in to your local retailer and discover the new Kia.
Firstworks' Artistic Icon Series continues with Urban Bush Woman's Walking with Train, an electrifying dance salute to a jazz master. Experience unbridled energy, innovative choreography, and live music with an unstoppable force in American dance in their performance inspired by legendary musician John Coltrane. Celebrate Urban Bush Woman's 30th anniversary and plunge into the depths of Coltrane's legacy. Saturday, February 27th at the Vets. Get tickets at first-works.org.
Hey, you been sale shopping, Jerry?
Yeah, starting the year off right. Saved hundreds. How about you?
Yeah, getting a fresh start myself. I saved thousands.
That's nice.
Yeah.
You're into that kind of thing.
Shop GMC this auto show season and get the best of the remaining 2015s. Now pay no interest for 72 months, plus current lessees get $2,500 on a 2015 GMC Sierra Double Cab.
See your Southern New England GMC dealer.
Hey, Providence and New Bedford, you've got a new first choice for value and convenience. Introducing the convenience stores of Speedway. We've been a trusted brand in the Midwest for 40 years with great food and beverage choices. And Speedway's the only place you'll find the Speedy Rewards card, where you'll earn points good for free food and merchandise. And for 25 years, Speedway's grown to be the largest convenience store contributor to Children's Miracle Network hospitals. And this year, we're excited to contribute all local contributions to Boston and Hasbro Children's Hospitals.
We're on your way, the convenience stores of Speedway.
It's the President's Day sales event at Kia, and we're celebrating with great deals, like $199 a month on the rugged and refined Kia Sorento LX. So hurry in to your local retailer and discover the new Kia.
We're going back to Newport in just a minute, but we are first digging deeper tonight after receiving a tip that some Rhode Island drivers who are under the age of 18 and have a provisional license cannot apply for their full licenses until their 18th birthday or after.
Well, let's follow this now. That's not what the DMV website is saying. NBC 10's RJ Heim is on the case now. It's new at 6.
There it is, on the main page of the Rhode Island Department of Motor Vehicle website. License section. Quote, to get a full operator's license, you must be 17 years old, but less than 18 years old, held a limited provisional license for at least 12 months, and not been convicted of a motor vehicle violation during the preceding 6 months, end quote. But in reality, when you go to a AAA office, if you're between the ages of 17 and 18 and try to apply for a full operator's license, you won't be able to get it processed until your 18th birthday or after. However, if you go to the DMV,
you can apply for a new license up to 3 months in advance, and what we'll do is issue a paper temporary license, and then when your birthday comes, we'll actually mail you the real hard copy license that you would normally have in your wallet.
With input from AAA, we participated in 2 conference calls to get to the bottom of the discrepancy. Through our investigation and callbacks today, it was determined by DMV that AAA doesn't have the full ability right now to process the upgrade of these licenses.
Some of the confusion originated because the person may have gone to AAA, and AAA said they couldn't do it until 18.
Which is an aspect of AAA's availability to do something.
To read the fine print, go to the DMV website. We have a link on turnto10.com.
Meanwhile, NBC 10 has learned the old antiquated computer system at the DMV will be replaced with a new one. It's scheduled to go online this September. RJ Heim, NBC 10 News.
Okay, 6:17. Let's go back to that breaking news out of Newport. Boy, look at those fires. That is those flames. 479 Bellevue Avenue. That's opposite the ocean side. And some people are calling it a mansion. Others say it's just a big home. But it went up in flames today.
A raging fire, but it looks like the bulk of the flames, we learn now, have been knocked down. Let's get back out to NBC 10's Brian Crandall, who's live near the scene. Brian.
Patrice and Genia, at a minimum, a big home over 9,000 square feet. Of course, on Bellevue Avenue, that may be considered a smaller home. I want to take you to the scene further down Bellevue. Beyond the flashing lights, what you see there, that's where firefighters are working. There is a wall in front of the home, and then it's off to our right down a driveway. So at this hour, with the darkness and the smoke, you really can't see much from Bellevue Avenue, but I want to show you some of the videos and pictures that our viewers sent in just from within the last hour or so. Again, this is the Stoner Lodge on Bellevue Avenue, up in flames. I would say it would be an understatement to say there's significant damage here. Our understanding is this home was being worked on. That's what neighbors tell us, and indeed there's a sign for a construction company right outside the front gate to the house. Tax records show that the home is owned by an LLC out of New York. It was purchased a few years ago. Before that, it was owned by the Drexels, a well-known family in Newport for decades. But again, it had been sold several years ago. Our understanding it was being worked on. A neighbor who says he was one of the first people up to the fire scene says that he didn't see anybody else there. So he doesn't think anybody was there. In Newport Fire Department, we're still waiting for a lot of information, but they did tell us at this point they don't believe there are any injuries. We'll keep you posted throughout the night. I'm Brian Crandall, NBC 10 News, live in Newport.
Time now to check Mark's updated Storm Team 10 forecast.
Hi again, everyone. On top of all the wind and the rain, of course, from early this morning, the temperature spiked into the low 60s at about 2 o'clock this morning. Not a record high for TF Green Airport, 69 today's record, but close. 65 Taunton, New Bedford hitting 60, Newport, Westerly in the 50s as well. What a month of extremes. Yesterday, last night, our first severe thunderstorm watch, actually that extended into this morning too here on the 25th. First time that's ever been issued according to the National Weather Service since records started being kept in 1970, the first February severe thunderstorm watch. And don't forget, it was just about 10 days ago when we had our coldest temperatures in 32 years on Valentine's Day. We'll get down to 9 below. This has been an incredible ride this month of February. Some of the peak wind gusts, 63 Fall River this morning. Taunton, New Bedford over 50 miles an hour. Tiverton, the gust of 54 miles an hour. And even in Providence downtown, gusting to 51. You see that Blue Hill Observatory, unobstructed, open up to that wind. 83 mile an hour wind gust about 2:45 this morning. Still breezy now, but these wind speeds 15 to 35 miles an hour. Those are the gusts, not damaging winds, and they'll continue to drop off throughout the evening. Temperatures are in the 40s now, and we'll continue to see these temperatures drop into the low 30s very late tonight into tomorrow morning. Scattered rain showers here on our Titan radar. Again, it's not that big of a deal. These rain showers will tend to dissipate in the next few hours. The snow will all dry up before it arrives here in southern New England, but that is the leading edge of some cooler air. That'll build in for tomorrow, so we'll wake to temperatures near 30. Afternoon highs will get close to 40, and then some of the chillier temperatures, the teens, will drop down here on Saturday morning. Here's how it looks again on the big picture. This front settling through tonight, drying out by morning. Northwest breeze tomorrow, 15 to 25 miles an hour, so it's sunny, but temperatures near 40 with that type of wind. It's going to give us a wind chill around 30 degrees, so certainly a cooler feel than what we've had these last couple of days tomorrow. Saturday morning in the teens to start. Mostly sunny in the afternoon, probably going to stay in the upper 30s on Saturday, but by Sunday, we're going to rage right back to near 50 degrees, and the temperatures will stay in the low 50s to start early next week as well. So upper 20s, low 30s by morning. These showers ending in the next couple of hours. With the wind up, the ground will tend to dry out. I'm not overly concerned about black ice forming because it's going to take a long time for those temperatures to get down to near freezing, and the ground's been so warm for the last several days. Sunrise 6:26, setting at 5:32, gusty wind on the bay. Northwest at 15 to 20 knots. Here's the 7 days. Really fairly quiet for us. Cool Friday, Saturday. Saturday morning especially down to 19 degrees. Now Sunday jumps to 51 in the afternoon. A little breezy on Monday as a storm goes to our north. We'll get some clouds from that. 54 degrees on Monday. Next storm for us here, the middle of next week, looks like a rainmaker on Wednesday with some gusty wind and temperatures in the 50s. Patrice?
10 cares about your child's education, so tonight we're presenting another Golden Apple Award. NBC 10, the Department of Education, and Hasbro teaming up to recognize the great teachers every Thursday night at 6, and these teachers are nominated by you. Tonight's recipient was nominated by fellow educator Bruce Maxsood, who writes that this teacher is dedicated and loved by his school community and peers. So we're pleased to present tonight's Golden Apple Award to Michael Bento, math teacher at Birchwood Middle School in North Providence.
Mascot Bruce the Bobcat leads the parade of educators, town leaders, family, and friends right into Mr. Michael Bento's classroom. But this devoted math teacher is so engrossed in teaching his 8th graders, it takes him a minute to notice we're there.
Hi, Mr. Bento. I'm Patrice Wood from NBC 10, and you are the recipient of our Golden Apple Award for Outstanding Teaching.
Thank you. He spots his 2 little sons and his wife, Lori, in the crowd. She knows the long hours he puts in. Education Commissioner Dr. Ken Wagner presents the award.
Congratulations, and thank you for making math come alive for your students.
Thank you.
Here you go.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, everybody.
And North Providence Mayor Charlie Lombardi.
And I couldn't think of a better place for the Golden Apple to be today than here with you.
Kevin Copeland from Hasbro delivers a grant.
We'd like to present this grant for $250 to use for your classroom needs.
Weston says Mr. Bento took him from C's to A's. Does it kind of build up your confidence?
Yeah, a lot.
Relieving math anxiety is his specialty.
There's no put-downs. There's no roasting. We try to have that open, honest communication in the classroom, and we try to compliment each other for their hard work and their good questioning.
With teachers like this, it's no wonder North Providence has the highest graduation rate in the state. Mr. Michael Bento, Birchwood Middle School, North Providence, our Golden Apple Award recipient.
That is a great school. Do you know someone who deserves a Golden Apple Award and a $250 grant? Just go to turnto10.com and nominate your teacher. And be sure to follow me on Twitter at the handle @NBC10_Patrice. And on Facebook, Patrice Wood, WJAR.
All right, sports is coming up now. The next step in the Deflategate appeal. We learned it today. Frank has it coming next.
Want more? Get Honda. Like the all-wheel drive CR-V for just $229 a month. Want more MPG? Get 33 miles per gallon with CR-V. Want more safety? Get features like Honda Lane Watch and Lane Departure Warning. Want even more reasons? Honda was named the best SUV brand by U.S. News. When you can get more with CR-V for just $229 a month, why settle for less than a Honda? Want more? Get Honda. Now at your local Honda dealer.
The Tasca family is celebrating President's Day all month with the most aggressive deals of the year. Stop into the all-new Tasca Chevrolet in Woonsocket and pre-trade a 2016 Chevrolet Silverado for just $279 a month. You can also pre-trade the fuel-efficient 2016 Cruze for $195 with 0 down. Nobody does President's Day bigger than Tasca. Stop into the all-new Tasca Chevrolet in Woonsocket today. You will be satisfied.
It's President's Day at Bald Hill Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. Hi, guys. We're getting your February off on the right foot with our Can Do event. Need a lease that can't be beat? Can Do. A 2016 Ram 4x4 Crew Cab Express for $249 a month? Can Do. The 2016 Jeep Cherokee Latitude for just $179 a month? You guessed it. So come to Bald Hill during Ram Truck Month.
Bald Hill Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram.
There are two Democratic visions for regulating Wall Street. One says it's okay to take millions from big banks and then tell them what to do. My plan, break up the big banks, close the tax loopholes, and make them pay their fair share. Then we can expand health care to all and provide universal college education. Will they like me? No. Will they begin to play by the rules if I'm president? You better believe it. I'm Bernie Sanders, and I approve this message.
Let Elmwood Jeep make you smile during our month-long President's Day sales event. Lease a brand new 2016 Jeep Cherokee for only $189 a month. And for just $259 a month, lease a 2016 Jeep Wrangler or a 2015 Jeep Grand Cherokee. Your pick. Our prices this month are so low, they're sure to put a smile on your face. Elmwood Jeep, Route 44 in East Providence, or online at elmwoodcdjr.com. Winner of Dealer Rater's 2015 Consumer Satisfaction Award.
Tell the insurance companies you mean business. Tell them you've called DeOliveira and Associates on the Hurt Line right now.
Sports Team 10 is brought to you by Tasca Automotive. You will be satisfied.
Tomorrow morning on my radio show on WPRO, we will wrap up tonight's last Republican debate before Super Tuesday. They'll be piling on Ted Cruz in his home state of Texas tonight. More on the big fire on Newport's Bellevue Avenue, and win tickets to see the great flutist Sir James Galway at the Vets. It's all tomorrow on The News with me, News Talk 630 and 99.7 FM, 6 to 9 weekday mornings on the radio.
Well, 1 week from today, the National Football League's appeal of the ruling that lifted Tom Brady's 4-game suspension will be heard in New York City. Today, the 3 judges for the case were announced. Chief Judge Robert Katzman, Barrington Parker, and Denny Chin will be the panel hearing arguments at the 2nd U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals. The judges will decide whether a lower court judge was correct to negate Brady's suspension over a ball deflation scandal last year. A key game tonight for the Providence Friars. They're in New Jersey for a date with Seton Hall. Both teams looking to beef up their resume, hopeful for an invite to the NCAA tournament. The Friars have been off since last Wednesday. They've been reeling of late, a record of 2-5 since beating Villanova back on January 23rd. while the Pirates have won 6 of their last 7. PC hoping to avenge a loss to the Pirates earlier this season at the Dunk.
Tough game on the road against Seton Hall. Seton Hall is right there to be a tournament team, very well-coached team. Tough team because they have interchangeable pieces, one game at a time.
First time we didn't pay attention to details. We didn't follow scouting report. We came out very slow, and then they came out attacking.
And we'll have highlights of that for you tonight on the night team. Ocean State native singer-songwriter Jeffrey Osborne back home this week, his Rhode Island visit to work on details of this year's 5th annual Osborne Celebrity Classic. He was also here to distribute money raised at last year's event to local charities. 6 local nonprofits accepted their donation yesterday, the day that makes all that hard work that goes into making the event a success worthwhile.
I've heard this cliche over and over, to give is better to receive, and I never experience that until we started doing this, and then now handing the checks out and seeing their faces and then seeing what it does. I mean, because I'm seeing programs specially implemented because of the checks that we're given. It's amazing. It's an incredible feeling. It really is.
And they're going to do the event again this August. It's usually a softball game, a comedy show at PPAC, and also a big golf tournament. So it's quite a time.
They do great work, don't they?
They do, yes.
All right, so we had a big storm overnight and then beautiful skies today.
Amazing there for a while, wasn't it?
It was
in between the wind gusts from the morning and this afternoon, certainly. But it's a little change tomorrow. A little reminder that it's still late February here. Upper 30s for tomorrow and Saturday. Saturday morning, in fact, could be down in the teens. Weekend warms up, though, by Sunday afternoon. We should be near 51 and in the low and mid-50s. For Leap Day on Monday. How about that?
We're lucky the wind died down for that Newport fire. If that was early this morning, that would have been something.
That's a very good point.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's it for us tonight. We continue to follow the fire at the Stoner Lodge on Bellevue Avenue in Newport. Brian Crandall will report at 7 o'clock and then at 11 on the night team. We hope you'll join us then.
All right, those are the latest pictures now right on Bellevue Avenue.
Developing news tonight, tornado disaster. States of emergency as over 24 twisters carve a deadly path of destruction. Hundreds of homes decimated. For the first time, we see the massive scope of the damage. Targeting Trump, a critical night for Cruz and Rubio. It could be their last chance to blunt Donald Trump's march to the nomination. Super lice warning striking in 25 states, extremely resistant to the ways we usually get rid of them. What every parent should know. Don't drink the water. Another big city warns its residents about what's flowing into their homes. And video horror, the chilling moment that made Erin Andrews get up and leave the courtroom as jurors see the tape that she says turned her life into a nightmare. Nightly News begins right now.
This is NBC Nightly News with Lester Holt.
Good evening. States of emergency are in effect in Virginia and North Carolina right now, among the places that took devastating blows from a violent and deadly storm that rampaged from the south up the eastern seaboard. Today, we're seeing the full extent of the damage from some 50 reported tornadoes over the last 2 days. 9 people were killed and millions were impacted, from downed trees and power outages to floods and canceled flights. Tonight, the region is still trying to recover. NBC's Miguel Alma